in announcements, right?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is me, Ricky, and alongside me is the guy who has finished ahead of me in all previous two races as of yet in Pro Series. It is Mr. Gutter Sophias,
Oh, hello,
Anastasis,
hello.
depending on how you call him. He is here, he is beside me, and today we're in Baku.
Yeah,
Baku.
who? In
I-
Azerbaijan, the capital.
Is is this track any good for controller drivers?
That's a good joke. It's decent. It's decent till the second sector and
Right.
before the castle, left, right. You
Okay.
get what I mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's the worst part.
quick movements are the hardest movements.
In slow speed corners. Yeah.
Slow speed corners. Right. Well, today we're here and sun is shining. There shouldn't be much of a scuffle, and when I say that, Tynes has retired on his out lap. I'm pretty sure. Uh, bear with me as I'm fixing my controller. Uh, but yeah, we have a couple of drivers to look out for, and I see already a bit of carbon fiber in the castle section. Is that left from you or
Maybe
uh,
from last year, last season,
from last season?
probably. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Tinus. No?
Yeah, Tiny seems to have
Yeah.
retired. Uh,
Ouch.
uh,
The outlap?
seems like it. Uh, right. So we are currently on board with No Fail No Game, and he's in the Red Bull, and he's the one who had a stellar race last time out, and sadly just missed out on the podium. Uh, yeah. Well, let's see if he can improve this time out. But while he's doing his little lap, might as well tell you that we have a little announcement coming towards the end of the race, which is quite a big announcement, and hopefully you all be there to see what's going on behind the scenes at Power F1. And well, whilst we're not going quite behind the scenes yet, we are going behind the wheel of No Fail No Game, and No Fail No Game is currently on his lap. So you're saying that the first sector is nice, all tidy for controller drivers. He's not a controller driver, but you're most likely one of the better control drivers that I know. And this is the section that you said that you struggle in.
Excuse me, I wasn't paying attention. Oh,
N-
I was doing the announcement.
yeah, No Fail currently passing the castle section. Nice and tidy. They removed the curb on the outside, on the exit of castle section. So it's a lot more easier now to run the car through there without having much of a wheel spin as it breaks downhill. Easy to lock
Yep.
up as well. And now it's just a long straight. And No Fail actually left the session. Need to invite him.
Yep.
Uh,
Probably that's a good idea.
Yeah, if I'm able to. My controller is not wanting to work with me. Oh, no, it is. Alright, so we
I
just
also invited him.
gonna quickly invite No Fail because he invited me to play, but we're gonna invite him to play.
As all friends do.
There we go. Exactly. TC currently has his pole. And behind him is Jakey. And behind him is Jan. Unsure if they've done a lap. They have. Let's see here. TC now half a second behind Mr. Rohi in the Ferrari.
As they're
Keep
almost
that-
fighting in the
Yeah.
worst possible corner. For
You
controller.
you don't want to be fighting.
Yeah.
You really don't.
Definitely don't in qualifying.
Definitely not
As
qualifying.
he runs wide, TC, let them pass, I guess.
Most likely. So TC currently in P2, Jakey P3 in his debut back, ex-owner of Power F1.
With a comeback.
With the comeback, he saw the game on sale and he asked the rest of us admins, should I buy the game? And we said yes. So
No.
now he's back. Cosmonauts now in the Alpine with a 141.6. So the track is ramping up quite a bit here. Lars sitting down in P6 and unstoppable P7. The rest of the people have not set a lap yet, but someone who's about to set a lap is Shark. He's running down the straight, picking up slipstream from the car ahead, and that might actually be No Fail's AI car. We'll have to see.
I think it is, because we cannot see
Yeah,
it.
he's the only Red Bull, and that is
Yeah.
a Red Bull on track.
Yes, definitely him.
Yeah.
On an outlap.
Let's see if his AI is gonna. I'm not sure if it is the AI or not, but he is in front at least. We'll have to see later on. So, who's the driver for you to look out for today?
I mean, there are many drivers to look out. It's a weird track. Safety car will play a big role in the results in the end.
Yeah.
We have to see.
Oh, Shark
Everything's
is pit
uncertain.
I'd say the drivers to watch out for is No Fail and Shark and Dixie. Those two have been constantly fighting in the top 5, and actually that's not No Fail, that's Magnatech in front.
Yes.
That's the other Red Bull. So, Shark goes around the technically penultimate corner because the rest of them are straights. He mounts the curb. Not the best way to get around that. Let's see. He's actually wearing his own customized helmet that I still have in the game. Very nicely done. Yeah, cheeky little plug there if you want to commission me to do helmets. Just click on my profile. Quite a fair price. So, last time out, I do remember a race where a certain Greek person that we both know, start with a G, ends with an E. Not the most consistent.
George Clooney?
Yes, him.
Nice.
A lot of drivers have DM'd me like he did before, and it just reminded me of him. That people are asking me to not commentate Kirsten.
Oh.
Because it just happened that I commentated cursed like 5 different drivers last time out. Which was Dixie, Shark, No Fail. So yeah, it's I'll try not to. No big promises though. But we're currently on board with Shark. I don't know if he's actually on a lap or not, and he barely misses that corner. And it doesn't look like he's on a lap, and he's backing off. Dixie currently on pole and in the pits.
Yeah.
Total Wolf is a happy man. It's a 141 flat at the moment. And to be honest, JK is not doing half bad for being his debut after, what is it, two and a half seasons absence.
Actually,
he's up
I'm
there.
familiar with the rules at this point, but Q1 with 15 people.
Is it full qualifying?
I think so, yes. Because it wouldn't say Q1. If it was, it would say qualifying.
No, it says short. It says short.
Oh, Jakey! Almost flipped it. Turn 1.
Jakey just went straight on. Maybe problems with the brakes again. I'm just
Give me
gonna
yarn
double
up here.
check. Everything is as it should be. Oh, and I see a McLaren in the background crashing into the wall. That's baller tickling Sensei. Probably lost his front wing, his entire front wing. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, Roy.
It's gone. Jakey, when I did a good debut and not half bad performance, I take that back. He's now currently DNF'd.
Wait, we have to see. Because being in 9th is not that bad, and like even below that for this track, for 10-1.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely
everyone's
not.
gonna try to make positions in the beginning. Might, you know,
Ooh, a bit of teamwork going on with Lars and TC here.
yeah,
Let's see
as
if it helps them.
dominus.
Doesn't improve their position. And
Let's see.
already people saying sorry in the chat. Well, actually, just the
Always not a
Discord.
good sign.
Let me actually open up the Twitch chat because I had no idea what people are saying about me.
Or me.
Gamma B saying cold. Percy saying tiniest ego retirement. He's gonna do last to first. Benji saying let's go Rick. George says I just joined it. Why are you talking about? Oh, George joined.
Yeah, I know. Just
Percy said because we all love you. Go dance as Benjo. I mean short. Chico.
that was
Thing to
cheeky.
say from previous seasons, but we are currently
Oh,
in season 5. You say,
there
oh,
is a wheel in the castle section. I don't know if you saw it. Might be a bug for me.
let me see. I'm on board with Chris Wiggle currently, and yeah, you might have seen
Yeah,
Charles
it's
Leclerc's.
probably bug.
Yeah, I don't see any wheels on track.
Yeah.
Remember in Pro Series when the safety car came out in Q3?
Oh yeah, like I didn't see it personally because I was not racing in Q3,
Yeah,
but I heard about it, as the myths say, the legends.
yeah. Did you know what I think? What's really funny about that?
What?
The safety car is out when the lobby was bugged and the safety car was set to off. So safety car came out during qualifying despite it being off. So
I'm not sure if it was off.
it was off, according to people.
I mean,
Guaranteed it
it
was off.
could be off, but it's EA we're dealing with, so it could be
Mm.
on, but then turned off because it didn't like it.
Do you know how nervous I would have been if I actually did start working for EA and people are shit talking EA around me? And yes, yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's not that stressful. Just ignore everyone.
Yeah.
Just continue on.
Well, Dixie is currently leading the pack, and Nofel is following suit in the Red Bull Cosmonaut P3 and the second Red Bull of Magnetech
Yeah.
in P4, and finishing off the P5 top 5 is Rohi. It takes us in Georgios. People just being happy in the chat. First thing I hear when I join specific Greek
What?
person that
Break it in?
the
Oh,
names that starts
Chris.
with G and ends with E. Yes? What is it?
Chris pretty much hit the wall there before the castle section.
Before the castle section.
Yeah, on the right hander. The
Like,
one with the weird braking.
I understand that you lose your wing in castle section, but before castle section, it's just, just start opening up the wounds before it's even needed, you know. You basically
Or,
have already stabbed yourself with a surgery knife before going into surgery.
yeah.
That's basically what he's done there.
It was the terror from the castle section that made him make a mistake before the castle section. He's like, okay, castle section is coming right about now. Oh no, I'm in the wall.
Well, there is a lot of runoff areas, so you shouldn't be too worried about that. If you do think that you're gonna outbreak yourself, just go in the runoff area as Dixie goes through, or
An even faster lap.
a
Oh,
140.5 as he does a cheeky
yeah.
little spin there, as the tire deck is really high around this track. And we did some testing earlier, me and Ophel, and 5 laps on mediums is already 20%. So, two-stopper is the way to go, I think, personally. Nofel is now complete second behind, and Nofel is exiting the pits right now. He is currently on his outlap in the final 3 minutes of the session, giving space to the cars behind. And
What
if
do you think
drivers
about marbles?
marbles,
With this, Yes, with this start deck, we might see a lot of marbles that may affect drivers.
Yeah, marbles
tank
is
over.
actually so horrible. Because I know that you're not a pro and elite gamer like me that don't use ABS.
Yeah.
But running on marbles without ABS, you actually get sent flying. It's
So
yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be scary for today and tomorrow.
yeah. For those people who aren't running ABS, that is. I mean, who are running ABS?
For the
Yeah,
big chads, yeah.
yeah. We'll have to see. The only person I know who's not running ABS is No Fail, so we'll have to see about him. He's currently 7 tenths behind Dixie, and Shark is down in P8. A quite weak qualifying as of right now from Mr. Shark, so we'll have to see. And yeah, there's a bunch of people doing their out laps currently.
He's on the run, I think. On a run.
You actually might be right. He might
As
be.
a magnetic,
Thomas
it
saying
was off track.
Thomas saying somehow retire from the session. I have an answer for you. You're sitting in the Alpine. It's an engine failure for sure.
Or maybe the crew just left.
Yeah, it's just don't mind us. And as Shark crosses the line, does he improve? He does. It's a Mercedes 1-2 currently. And I'm being thrown back into 2020.
Jan Purple 1.
Jan Purple 1. In the Williams. Can he improve? He's wearing my helmet.
Oh no! The curse!
It's the
The
curse.
curse hit again!
It's the curse.
Where is he going? He cannot turn around there.
Yeah. No Phil, though, is about to start his lap. He's in the back straight, the start finish straight. Let's see if he can challenge the top two currently. It's a Mercedes 1-2. It's a quite powerful position to be as a team. To see.
Front lockout. It's really important in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, yeah. You can basically run side by side throughout the whole track and no one is able to overtake you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even on the
Perfect.
straight, you can defend.
Yeah. Just be as wide as possible.
Let's see, as 3, 2. As the sacred flag fell.
Yeah, and I'm currently on board with No Phil and carrying a lot of exit speed. And he's currently 2 tenths faster than he was before, but that's not enough to challenge pole as of yet.
Purple 1.
He needs to improve massively in Sector 2. He needs to close up by around 8 tenths to be in the pole sitting position. Let's see if he can improve Sector 2 at all. He gets a good exit, doesn't utilize all of the track that he could have though. I have to see, keeping a short line into the downhill braking zone. To see as he turns in, just on the limit. Just on the limit. Shark doesn't think he can improve, he retires.
Purple 2.
He's 6 tenths up. This
Yep.
might be it. This might be it.
He doesn't feel the right hander here. Nah.
He needs everything. He needs that Red Bull powertrain to do his job. DRS opens right about now. And now he goes in a straight line because that's all you need in Sector 3. He goes P2 with 400ths off pole. Just misses out. And Dixie keeps his pole and he's in the pits as well. So no improvements there.
Rowie.
Rohi gets
Rowie
up to
third,
P3.
Splitting them all.
So Shark being demoted to P4 and Cosmonauts right behind him. Magnetech P6. TC and Lars finishes off 7th and 8th. And was it JK or was it Jan? I'm pretty sure Jan P9 because I don't have that much hopes for Mr. J. I'm joking.
Yeah, it was Jan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Wiggle, P10, Jakey, P11, despite having that early retirement. Polar Tickle and Sensei, P13. Tinus, P14, and Thomas finishes off in the Alpine in P15.
Tinus and Thomas with not even a lap.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. Save all the softs for the race.
Don't need them anyway. Qualifying is a waste of time.
Absolutely. Well, everyone wants to qualify on pole because that means that you got all the other 19 drivers behind you, as they say.
14.
14 in this case.
Yeah.
George says, when we were commentating, I thought I was me, Dar Dub. That was doing all the curse, but my guy, you legit destroying people's careers. Ah, yes. That happens. Ben just says, of course, Nofel chokes. Tixie saying Dixie over Tixie. That came from Tixie.
Dixie. Wow.
Yeah. As we prepare for the race, there is no formation lap, so we'll go right to the lights. And as people are preparing for their strategy in the MFT, just setting what tires they want to start on and what not. Go racing momentarily, and we do have the right settings this time. Believe me. I'll double
Pole
check.
position is on the right side, though, if I remember correctly.
Pole position. I think you're right. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, since if you remember 2021 Baku, Hamilton was second. So
Alright, here's
yes,
the
it
light.
is on the right
2,
side. I'm sure.
3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. And Dixie gets away well. Nofel unable to challenge him as of yet. Didn't break too deep. And towards the back, we see a bit of mayhem. People running side by side. There's 4 people going side by side at the moment. And fairly clean for a start. A Red Bull. Oh, that's a Haas being squeezed to the inside as well. Unstuffable, carrying some damage, I see. On his left end plate on the front wing. I think there is some damage to it. No, he has it intact, so he has no damage. And Magnetic, being the big loser of them all, being last from a good qualifier. And that's end plate, and I think that's from the Ferrari. Yeah, that's from the Ferrari. There is no end plate on that Ferrari. And the Scuderia
no.
could probably...
Lars.
Oh, not Lars. We just talked about first lap incidents, and now he had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lars now 6
They're
seconds
still hot,
adrift. He has his wings though, so he will be promoted, I think. Dixie leading the pack. Nofel following closely suit, and we see Shark actually being right behind him. Is he going for the move? No, he's not going for the move. Oh, they're absolutely close to each other. Shark putting a lot of pressure on Nofel. We see what the strategy is going to be like. George says Dixie is the junior version of Tixie. Sure.
Yeah, with the slipstream Shark, I think he will just fly past.
Yeah, I don't think Nofel is finding that too hard.
Teamwork for the Mercedes.
Teamwork for the Mercedes. But now they're going side by side. And
I don't think it's going to be a problem, no?
Oh, bit relocking, touches the wall a bit. We're currently on board with Nofel going into turn 2. And turn 2 catches a lot of people off guard because of how slippery it is into turn 2. And now Shark has settled in behind Dixie. But Dixie defending yet again, making it too wider.
Oh, let him go.
Let him go. But it's still up for grabs. It's Red Bull versus Mercedes.
And now Roy came to the pack.
Yeah, look at top 5 currently. Look how close they are.
Yeah.
The Ferrari just waiting to pick it their battle as Nofel is challenging Dixie.
Dixie going defensive there.
Very interesting. He goes quite wide. Oh, bit of a touch. Nofel lets that go. Decided to play the fair game. You know what? That wasn't for me. You can go and get some of the gap back, but I will attack you later on. It's a VSC.
Yeah, Chris Wiggle. And
Chris Wiggle didn't manage to
wing damage also.
Chris Wiggle didn't manage to wiggle himself through castle section without any damage, and now he needs to pit. There is no front wing on that car.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Safety car, not a safety car.
Not a full core safety car, just a VSC. And we have red flags enabled too, so that's also something to look out for.
But with 15 people, I don't think the red flag is gonna come out.
I mean, if it's gonna be a car parking castle section, for sure there's gonna be a red flag.
Yeah, but how many drivers do can they park all together?
Wanna bet?
Seeing the front now, no.
Still a VSC, so you can't speed under the VSC,
Oh.
otherwise you get a drive-through.
Yeah, green flags.
Green flags are ready. Chris Wiggle in the pit, so is Bola Techno Sensei. Gamma B says not the GOAT to Thomas D because he's currently not in the top 3 currently, but it is quite a competitive top 3 at the moment. It's Shark, Dixie and No Fail.
Dixie seems to have a more of a straight line speed setup compared to Shark with high downforce.
Yeah, they're going complete opposite to each other. Do they practice with each other, do you think? Oh, Dixie.
Yeah.
Just a lot of rear locking with that car. Benji says not the king. And I assume it's towards Thomas D as well. We're on board this battle right now. It's 2
That's a
Mercs
warning.
versus a Red Bull and a Ferrari. We'll have to see. And Cosmonauts being the dark horse right now, following closely to Rohi. And Jan being close to him as well. Everyone on full ERS, basically. No one's really
Yeah.
trying to make the move currently. And, well, look at that. Top 6 people, really close to each other. TC, though, has fallen off. He's currently 5th. Chris
Oh,
Wiggle retired
Chris.
from the session. And that's a safety car. Where did he retire?
He before the castle section, as I told you, the under.
Like he did in qualifying. So that's a safety car.
Oh,
Are
they
people
almost
gonna
touched Baller with Tinus. Oh, that was close.
Are people gonna pull the trigger? Dixie is leaning towards the left, and he says that's enough
Yes.
of the medium tires. I don't want to deal with this tire anymore, and I don't think that's the race strategy.
3 laps, with one of them being at least in the virtual safety car.
Yeah.
For the mediums, what?
Very interesting from Mr.
Oh,
Dixie.
he changed front wing.
So he carried a bit of damage.
So maybe that's why I got confused with the high speed setup.
Maybe so. Lars for the win says James Taylor, who's supposed to be in the commentary box with me, but he's not. No
We're
hard
all
feelings.
in the commentating box.
Yes.
Believe me.
Thomas D apparently lost a position. Shouldn't be that. Yeah, as Unstoppable gives the place back to Mr. Thomas before he gets a penalty himself. But TC up to P6 now after a bit of that scuffle. And the
That's magneting in pitch also.
person that has their debut today, aka Jakey, up to P7 in the points.
Yeah, very well done. Damage limitation from qualifying.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to see. Castle section has also been reprofiled, as you see right there. It's not longer that long sausage curb-like curb in the castle section. It's way more flat, and you can take it with a lot more speed this time.
As Leclerc, he knows.
Yeah. Leclerc pretty much has made an imprint on the castle section, let's just say that. And safety car is going to be out for another lap as it collects the field. So we're currently missing from the pack is a Ferrari, McLaren, Aston, and a Red Bull Manitech in the back. So basically every single driver on the grid is in a big sandwich, Red Bull
And
sandwich,
suddenly
except for
everyone's in
Shark.
play.
You're absolutely right with that. It was has a chance to win, and there is no rain as well, so clear sunny skies.
In Baku, that would be rare.
Yeah, I enjoyed the rain. I hoped for the rain. I prayed for a rain.
On that note, what do you have to say about the time trials not having a wet option?
Absolutely dog water on that from EA.
Why?
I want wet time trial because it helps you practice about driving better in the wets as well.
Yeah.
instead of launching your own lobby or Grand Prix with session with AI, which they aren't the best. So why would you? So I'm a bit disappointed, but can't really do much about it. Uh, Gamma says, James, shush blood. He smells like you. Whatever that
Oh,
means. Yeah, I have no idea what
I
Gamma
guess it's
B
not
is.
good.
Yeah, I know it is. Safety car, though, should be in this lap, and Magnatech should have enough time to catch up. But let's see if Dixie can make some recovery through the grid, through the pack, because there are quite a lot of cars ahead of him.
By the way, unlucky pit stop there for Dixie.
Yeah,
With the safety car coming up right, right after.
exactly. But then again, I don't think that would have changed so much because he's the only car that actually pitted.
No, I think
Other people pitted as well? I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah.
yeah, Tinus, Bola, Lars, and Magni.
So
So
some people.
everyone below, with 10 and below, have pitted.
Safety car is in this lap. So Shark is the temporary safety car as he weaves. And remember that little meme video that people sent out back in 21 where Perez and Verstappen was dancing?
Yeah,
This is basically it.
without Perez and
Yeah.
Verstappen. and Mercedes leading.
It's No Fail versus One Shark. And Rohu, of course, now back in the play as well. I have to see how this goes down. He's still weaving, and the Ferrari has stopped weaving. No Phil just waiting for his time to strike. The safety car is in the pit lane right now. He can go anytime he wants, but he wants to go as late as possible because Slipstream is actually quite strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to see. Or he wants to catch the rest of the grid off guard. We have to see.
Yep. With a wheel spin. But
Oh, so did Rohi. Rohi losing 2 positions, but that's going to be legal overtakes for those 2 people, as you're not allowed to overtake during safety car condition, which it was. As Jan goes really wide. Oh, almost hit the wall. Arguably could be unsafe rejoin, but No Fail got away quite good and now is behind the rear of One Shark.
Magnet is pitted for a new win.
Already. Not a good day for the Red Bull. Well, from one side of the garage, we have one in second place right now. Yeah, it looks absolutely terrible with the grip right there.
As Boller and Dixie, side by side. And Jan spins. They have contact with Thomas.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I'm currently on board with Dixie. Let's see if he's going to make a move on Baller Tickling Sense. He has the newer mediums, has better grip. Unable to make anything out of it. Has a look inside though. Didn't make anything of it. Dixie. Oh, we have a retirement. That's unstoppable in the castle section, I believe. Before the castle section. Unstoppable was stoppable. And yeah, that's another safety car. Well, isn't that predictable?
It was. We did say that prediction that safety cars are gonna play a big role in this race.
Is it time to pit? I say no.
I say yes.
You say yes?
Yes.
How come?
I mean, as pass out, a safety car is gonna lead to another safety car. So I say pit now to get them ahead. Undercut for the next safety car.
Maybe you're right. So No Phil opted to go to the pits, and let's see what the Red Bull boys can do in the pit stop. Is it gonna be quick? We'll have to see. He switches to another set of mediums. And that is Thomas D following him suit as well. Let's see what the guys in Alpine can do. On hards.
Seems to be the favorite.
So Thomas D, so he wants to go towards the end of the race.
We'll see how that plays out.
I think it's gonna play out with a puncture.
Uh, maybe an Abu Dhabi Hamilton Verstappen. Never know.
So lapped cars between a shark and no fail to overtake the safety car. Imagine. I think I think there is an option for that actually. Not an option, but I think lapped cars can actually overtake the safety car. Even though they're
I'm
in the
hearing
middle of the
about
grid.
it a lot. I've never seen it.
Yeah. Because we are 3 rounds in, and I know I'm not that good of the in the game, but I haven't been lapped by Bradley yet, so all good on that side. Thomas literally ruined the whole race. So laggy, not normal. Thomas looks fine in my screen. Not sure. To see safety car could actually be in this lap.
As everyone catch up.
Yeah. We'll have to see. It's gonna be a late call if so. Doesn't look like it. Bert Mylander is being told to do one more lap. As DJ Khaled says, another one. Percy says not real. Absolutely, it's not real. It's fake. This race is not real. Round 3 never existed. We're actually doing Vegas.
In Danny Ricciardo dreams.
Yeah. But at the moment, it's Mercedes first. The second is Cosmonauts in the Alpine. Ferrari P3. Rohi TCP4. He decided that better to lose out positions than losing out the tires.
Don't want to be
That's
Verstappen in 21.
No.
21 has a lot of references.
Yeah, it does. I mean, puncture is a real possibility in this league race at the moment because if you guys have driven back at all as a driver, you would know that the rear tire deg is actually quite high. After 5 laps on medium running, you have around 20%.
Yep.
Not the best of tire deg, but
In a game where punctures are actually quite common.
yeah. We're not going for interslicks this time. We'll have to see how it goes. I think safety car is going to be in this lap.
Maybe waft? No, that doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah, wet soft.
Yeah, I understood that. Just didn't
Yeah.
sound right.
Yeah, I did not. Sounding way better in my head, believe me. Ask your runs, waft.
Unstoppable says you ruined my whole race to Thomas because of his lag. We have to see.
Yes.
As of right now, I don't see Thomas lagging at all. Looks fine in my books. And Michael Massey just called me. He said the safety car is in this lap.
Insider
says-
info.
Yes, he says we're going car racing. We went motorsport racing, or whatever he said.
Let's see what Sark will do this time. Last time he waited alone.
This is the most expensive train of cars you will see today.
As he almost hit the wall. Sark.
To see, we're currently on board with Cosmonauts. Shark decides to still keep going slow. We'll have to see. And he goes. Not now. Not now. Not now.
Place your bets, we have time.
To see. You don't really want to start early because of the long straight Baku has. We have to see when he does want to start. At the moment, he's currently still weaving about.
Is this even legal?
It is.
At this point.
It is
Yeah,
legal.
it should be, but
And he's
Ash
going.
goes off in the same place, I believe.
He caught most of the grid off guard, especially Rohi.
JK5? Oh,
JK6.
He
Commentator curse
was
right
way
there.
too cautious there. Is there a problem with JK?
Yeah, his front wing.
Yeah, what? Please tell me his brake did not fail or something.
Now he decides to brake later, but that's too late now.
What?
And going, yeah, this is the ex-owner of Power F1, by the way.
No,
And now
Vettel needs to show you his way. No.
He's
Oh.
currently stuck doing.
Oh, come on. Come
almost
on.
there.
You can do it.
I think JK has a driver license in real life, so he should be able to do this. He's back on track, ladies and gentlemen. And Tynus is DNF, and it's a safety car.
Again.
Oh.
Giving JK a chance.
Yeah, JK just slid under the table here and gave me $5 to trigger a safety car, so.
Yeah.
That was.
And you know, it's Tynus Ferrari and I'm Ferrari, you know.
Actually quite miserable to watch.
It was miserable for him and funny for us, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of content. I'm gonna clip this and I'm definitely gonna show it to him for the rest of his life. Then he eventually needs to switch Discord account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another safety car. So well, we're gonna sit here for another 2 laps. Yeah.
Oh, Jakey!
I know that you can't see what I'm doing right now, but my I'm face palming.
I saw it.
Jakey, absolutely. I don't know why he's having a hard time reversing out when there is 5 meters behind him. People know in the pits, and Dixie being promoted to P3, no failing to P4. Cosmonaut, Minatech, Thomas DTC, and Ballard taking Sensei, and Lars back into the pits.
Shark and Roy did not pit. So pretty much Dixie is the provisional first.
Shark just overtook the safety car there for a bit. Got a bit. What is Jakey doing?
He retired. You know, he retired in the track? What?
He just ran into a wall.
He's doing it for the memes. He has to.
Jakey, buddy. Don't tell me you bought this game for $40 just to do that.
You can still refund, I believe.
No. Yeah, it's already gone. The given amount of time by Steam. So currently we are from 15, we're down to 11. We lost 4 drivers, which is Jakey, Tynus, Unstoppable, and Chris Wiggle.
Percy Gall in the chat. It's Jakey role playing Austin Powers.
It was so miserable watching him doing that reverse thing in castle section. It's like he either broke too early or too late. There's no in the middle. And yeah, actually gonna shoot him a DM to him right now and just say, what are you doing to Mr. Jakey? And have to see what he has to answer. No, actually I'm gonna write to him, that was painful.
It is like a hobby to me. Yeah, that's probably the answer.
There you go. And he's streaming F1. He was streaming this race.
Oh no, the internet has seen everything. Internet, a dangerous place.
Yeah, safety car is for sure gonna be in next lap. We had, I think, 4 racing laps. 4 or 5. Not too
With a
sure.
virtual safety car.
I wonder if Bert Mylander has a safety car clause in his contract. Every safety car triggered, he gets 10,000 euros.
This is not Kimi Raikkonen with points.
Back in Lotus, right?
He almost banked that.
I can imagine Lotus contacting him like, can we renew the contract? It's actually not good for us. It's like, you wrote it. You stick with it.
Yeah.
You go bankrupt, not my fault. Obviously, I'm very happy that
More like a hobby to me.
Oh,
That
this
reference.
is more of a love.
Golden.
A hobby to me
The
is,
Iceman, man.
Yeah. Ice cold. Talking about ice cold though, let's see if I don't know what segue I'm trying to pull off there. I had nothing to go with. Talking about ice cold, I know that a lot of people are sweating. We're still racing in the summer, and well, do you sweat during the races, Katas? Or Castro?
Castro. You know, Castro is in Greek means castle.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be Castro hit the Castro. Nice.
Well,
So I prefer not to answer.
I prefer not to speak, otherwise I'll be in trouble. As
Yeah.
a certain Jose Mourinho once said.
You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say will be used against you as the safety car goes in.
It's the third time Shirk has to restart. Hopefully this is the last time as well. Myla says hola in chat and we say hola back.
Third
And
time's
then
the
we'll
charm.
also reply with como estás. Third time's the charm.
Yeah,
That's
second
the
row
thing.
still haven't beat it. So
Yeah, he's the one who's been losing out massively. I don't think there will be maybe one more safety car, but I think his tires is already dead by that point.
wait, 1 second. Are there clouds in the sky?
Huh?
Are there clouds in the sky?
Oh.
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 We might be it for a treat here.
We might. There's quite cloudy in the sky. Shark decided to fake Rohi a bit. We'll have to see. Third
There she
time's
goes.
the shark. And he is off. And he caught
Dixie.
Rohi once again. Dixie. Yeah, they are in the same VC, so Dixie would know about it first when Shark were to restart. And Dixie didn't get the move done.
the
Pushes
break.
the wide. No fill now looking on the inside of Rohi. Gets the move done. And
Oh,
he
there.
goes to the skip road. Bit too late on the brakes there. And now he's down to last. And now there's another yellow. But there is no safety car this time out for Mr. Thomas. And Thomas seems to be dropping places right now. I think he has some kind of damage. Understeering.
I cannot see damage.
I
Maybe
cannot
it's
see damage.
underbody.
Yep, absolutely. As it is Lars chasing him down into P10.
As things stand, if one more driver DNFs, they're all get points.
Yes. Myla says, come on, No Phil. And No Phil seems to have his own little fan base going. And he's going quite slow through castle section. I imagine that he wants to overtake these people as soon as possible. As he gets on the throttle, gets a good exit as well. Really on the limit. Close to the wall as well.
Ooh, Cosmo.
TC
That's a
versus Cosmonaut. Aston Martin versus Alpine. We have seen this before. They're going side by side. Let's see who has the higher top end speed.
That's not very smart.
Oh!
It was not.
Oh!
Oh, they touched. Oh,
Oh, and that's Cosmonauts. Oh, and that's TC out as well.
yeah.
And that's, ladies and
Another
gentlemen,
sip.
another one. And everyone is guaranteed points now. I said at least 6 people is going to finish this race, and so far it's looking good for me. Not for Challenger 1, but good for me.
Okay. No comment on that.
So TC, after hours and hours of practice, is now out of the race. And Percy says, good job. Well, there is not much to say. Bert Mylander getting another 10,000 euros down in his pocket.
Oh no, we're sticking with it, okay.
So what are we gonna talk about this time out? Nice weather.
Uh, nice. Doesn't seem nice to me. But
It's actually quite sunny today, at least here in Sweden. I'll have to see how it goes. It's 9 people at the moment, and I must say to the Challenger 1 drivers that are actually driving, can you guys hurry up a bit? I'm quite hungry and I want some dinner.
we all are.
My mom
Will they
has
pit
made.
now? The question stands.
Hmm?
Will they pit? Sark and Roy.
Good question. I think they should. Personally, I think they should. TC says to Cosmonauts, I was still there, mate. And Cosmonauts is currently replying. So that's some insider team radio. Gamma be saying Shark, not Buck still. Lol. And then Cosmonauts, yeah, then you squeeze me to the wall. Well, that's up for the FIA to decide. We'll have to see how it goes. Tixie, I want to see Challenger chat right now. Surprisingly, not a lot happening. Myla saying, how about the Alfa Romeo / house rumors? What rumors?
What?
I have no idea. Well, Jan is in the pits, and Shark is staying out. Once again. 9 DNFs.
What?
There is no 9 DNFs.
Six
Oh.
DNFs.
No, he just wrote on his phone upside down. That's all.
Lol.
So Shark must be used to seeing the rear of the
Yeah,
red
pits, yeah.
Mercedes at this moment.
Sark still hasn't pitted with Roy.
It's interesting.
Maybe medium to soft, as I told you before.
Gamma B
Could be
saying
viable with the amount of safety cars we had.
it is.
Or maybe they're waiting rain. We cannot hear the...
Cosmo OTC or whoever is watching this stream, do we have any rain? Do we have any rain
forecast.
forecast? Yeah. Actually, I can check that myself. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, while I have a quick look in my trusty team telemetry app, as I have.
Oh no.
I can do a Biggles and check what's the weather.
Oh, it started raining!
It did?
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, it did. Small drops. It's spitting in 10, 12.
Oh, actually, I have some news. I actually have some big news. I'm gonna get the stream up momentarily. There you go. So, the current is cloudy.
Safety car in this lap also.
10 minutes or 5 minutes will be sunny with spots of rain. 15 minutes in, which is in the window. Reminder that we have 15 laps to go. No, 15 laps to go. What am I saying? But if there is another safety car, if there is another VSC, it says on my weather forecast here that it might be a thunderstorm in the horizon. Which means the full wet tires.
Cares again.
Yes. Lars up to P4 actually, and Shark has decided to go. Dixie has gone as well. Rohi caught napping once again.
Yeah.
Merc 123 says Percy. And Mila saying
that's a bit difficult.
Alpha maybe becoming a new sponsor of Haas when Sauber switches away. That is actually quite interesting. Lars having a penalty to his name. What's that about?
5 second, I guess, a pit lane.
In the pit lane.
I haven't seen. Wait. Ignoring yellow flag. So it has to be under the safety car.
Yeah. It
As
can
they
be
will
removed.
lose grip from the rain, which is
Looks
extremely
like
dangerous in this track.
Grip is horrendous for the drivers at the moment. We'll have to see how they deal with this. I really hope there is no rain in tomorrow's progress.
Baller going for a move?
I
No,
hope that there
back
is
shot.
rain in tomorrow's race. Oh, it's actually so slippery out there at the moment. Baller really close to Magnetech, who doesn't have quite the confidence to get on the power. We'll have to see how he goes. Gets on the power. Baller unable to overtake him. Magnetech defending inside. This turns to outside, scratches the wall. And now downhill. Let's see. No one is going to give space to each other. And
Baller.
Baller, I think he might have lost his end plate there. And yeah, that's
yes, he has.
It's a premature move, if you ask me. You shouldn't have gone for that move, especially in that tight section right there. Intermediate, says Gamma B. The time hasn't dropped off quite that much yet. To be intermediate, actually, you might be right. Look at the grip.
Magnetic hit the wall. The fast sector.
Yeah, I was on board with him. Dixie is, Shark is pitting. Dixie staying out. Rohi decides to pit as well. Going on onto the intermediates, I believe. Yeah. No fail pits as well. As Nofa gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And it goes... Yeah, we get 8 drivers from 15.
And Jan on the intermediates already.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Dixie is on the slicks. Yeah.
No fail is on intermediates as well. Oh, sure! Dixie spun!
Yeah.
And Dixie watched in the TV what Jake did, and he's doing the same. Oh, as he just keeps slipping. Oh no, he hit Jan! And Jan, I don't think he has any front wing. Jan has damage. Jan has no end plate.
No, he does not.
Yeah, that's such a shame.
His race was going so well with the strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, he has to be so mad at this point.
Must be. I mean, the grip is not there at the moment.
What is Dixie doing, man?
Dixie just being just being a boat on a what surface?
I mean, watch out for Dixie. I expect that he's gonna run.
Oh.
The Red Bull. Yeah. That has to be rear wing damage.
That might actually have been.
Oh no.
Who runs without ABS, so it is quite difficult. And Dixie dropping places and.
He cannot find reverse.
And now he goes going again. And Thomas D, for good measures, overtakes him.
I didn't think he will made it through the high speed sector. Dixie.
And Dixie, is he gonna spin again? No, he keeps it on track, just about. And
just
DRS race control says DRS enabled. I don't know what they are smoking at the moment, but I want what they're having. Texas says minus the safety cars. This is actually entertaining. Dixie going into the pits. I would imagine. Jan is staying out actually. Losing quite a lot of time to Shark, but if he defends well, then
points.
All good.
Yeah, front wing damage is not that great, and this game's not that massive. You can drive, as Leclerc also proved in real life.
And Lars was actually missing a wing as well going into the pits.
Yeah.
So yeah, and serves a penalty as well for good measure, I think. So Jan is currently leading 1.3. It was 3 seconds. DRS disabled now. So again, Massey, Stewards, what are you guys having? I want to have that. Jan would have easily won. Jan Box for Inter was still dry on the safety car. Yeah, Jan is being the one who lost out the most here.
Mercedes of Dixie.
Again.
Spinning.
Just not used to wet weather running, I believe.
I believe he has rear damage too from the last incident in slicks.
Might be. And Shark overtakes Jan. But Jan has this long straight to fight back.
Also, he has rear front wing damage, so that will make him fast.
Yeah. He actually opted to shift. Oh,
no.
yeah. That's very unfortunate.
And now Roy coming by at him.
Yeah. God, I can smell the food and I'm so hungry. Jan goes wide. Oh yeah, that's
So
not
wide.
a great car to drive at the moment. And Rohi
No,
finds
it's
the
not.
inside. And Jan, I think it's better to opt out for another set of intermediates and a new wing. Because that doesn't look too fun to drive. No fail is serving his 5 second and changing wing as well. So he has had damage as well. And guess what, Katas?
What?
We're 10 minutes off from having thunder condition in this race.
Oh, that's spicy.
I did say in the VC, in the public VC we all had, that we might end up with just 6 driver finishing the race, and it looks quite good for me, like I said before.
The fact that you think good. Oh, Jan, right? Oh no, Jan, oh no.
One more and I.
It was
Oh
like
no, Phil.
it was
Might
a 2
have lost his
crash.
wing again.
It was a 2-kilometer crash. That was a joke.
Well, we're down to 7.
I think safety cars just stopped. This point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jan saying very good, lads. Oh yeah, I can understand the frustration.
Lars?
Lars up to P6 at this point. Dixie down in P8. Yes, the no man's land. And at the moment we have no battles on track.
Everyone's scattered around. Maybe Roy?
Somehow Thomas D found P3 again. I don't know how he does it, but he's
Survive.
in P3 again.
Drive to survive. Oh, Roy! Oh, massive oversteer into turn 1.
I just need one more to DNF and then I'm good. Doesn't seem like fun conditions to me out there at the moment, and we're currently 5 minutes away from heavy rain. 1 VSC, and that might change things up to a red flag actually.
I mean, as it's wet and there's lap times are gonna be way higher than normal, so we might even see it under normal racing conditions.
Gamma saying no way Thomas is on the podium. Somehow he found his way up there.
Guys, we still have a long way to go. Never know.
Never
honestly.
know. As Magnetech seems to be gaining a lot of time on Thomas for whatever reason. Yeah. 2.6. It was 2.9 for a second. I'll have to see how it goes to Row. He currently not putting up a challenge on Shark. I'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, we have absolutely no battles on track at the moment, so I can only say...
just speeding every 2 laps. Oh! Magnetech! Oh, that's just front wing loss.
And the closest battle we potentially would have is no longer there. So... what to say?
What to say?
Lars is on the full wets, actually.
That's why he beat it.
Might be time. Might be time indeed. It's actually showing heavy rain on my forecast at the moment, so he might have done the right call. We have to watch for his delta.
He's all over the place also.
Back to retirement he goes, and he outbreaks himself, Lars. So, causing a yellow. So everyone just outbreaking this up. Magnetech losing a position to Nofel. Of course, he has no wings, so he won't fight it. What tires is he going to? Dixie follows him in to that little section.
Are still there, fighting it.
So is there a time limit on races? No, there is not.
As the Mercedes
We'll have to see.
What happened?
No idea. Man attack goes for another set of Inter. 6 laps to go.
5 stops for Magnetic and Lars. 6 stops now for Magnetic. Sorry.
Oh! I saw Dixie just touch the wall. And he's missing an end plate. He has the gap to pit if he wanted to. He's not gonna. Magnetic pitted. He's on a new wing. And Dixie outbreaks himself by a mile. He must have left his magic on.
It's also the Mercedes.
Yep. Perfect. So now he keeps spinning.
I think Dixie could have a rear wing damage. So.
I think his pride took a bit of damage as well at this point.
That was below the belt.
Dixie from qualifying on pole is now second to last, P6. Is he gonna outbreak himself again? No, he's not.
Can
But
you just
he's
not
running all
watch
over the
Dixie,
place.
please? Can you just with someone else?
There is not really much entertainment going on, so we're jumping on the entertainment right away.
Follow Rocky.
Alright, no,
He
I'll
seems to
follow
be
Shark.
struggling a bit.
I'm gonna try to curse Shark. So Shark leading this race, absolute domination, and absolutely has done nothing wrong in this race. And never gonna do anything wrong in this race. He's actually unstoppable. This is the guy who's gonna win the championship. This is the guy to look out for. Watch out, Jarno Opmir. I'm going for the seat, Shark says. As he absolutely nails the second sector. I'm definitely not trying to curse him so we get a battle on our hands. As Rohi is unable to challenge him. But we gotta... That's Lars.
Sorry. But...
It's one of those days, isn't
it?
it?
Lars. He seems to have invented a new line there.
Yeah. Sure, absolutely dominating, absolutely stellar performance. Couldn't have been a better race from him. And he is actually, I might actually say that he's on par with Michael Schumacher on his performance and his mentality. He's just that good in the rain.
Shark is on its natural habitat. The water.
A lot of aquaplaning, I would imagine. And now there's actually, the MFD says that the full wet tire is the faster tire. Magnatech and Dixie listening.
Yeah. Now for Magnatech's 7 stop.
And Dixie going for a full wet and a new set of wings. Toto Wolff slams his hand on the table. Not a happy man. As we're currently on board Lars in the Aston
Board
Martin.
Shark.
Let's go on board with Shark actually, yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
We're not even hiding it anymore.
It's just one of those days where majority of people DNF because Baku is a tricky circuit. Jake left the session. He has had enough. And actually Lars is about to approach the first and second corners. I want to see this firsthand.
Come on, man.
Lars breaks into turn 1.
He breaks.
In
Good.
time. Now, into turn 2.
Will he break for that?
He breaks. Alright.
Breaks. Good. He's on a killing spree. Let's see now for the final
Shark!
boss.
Oh! Almost hit the wall.
Oh.
Why couldn't you have done that, man?
He breaks.
Yeah, he's using the left pedal. Why? There's no reason. Rohi P2 still. Unable to challenge the Shark in its natural habitat, unlike the rest of the drivers. He's in water.
As we're almost done.
Yeah, Just a few more laps to go and I can
think-
have dinner.
I think it's time to slide across an icy puddle of chat into our conversation street. Tell me, Rickety,
Mhm.
about Cody's. They seem to be taking out features that were actually quite good, such as the classic cars, the
Yes.
short tracks,
Yes.
and the wet practice
Yes.
time trials. I mean,
But we got something better out of it, though. To be fair.
F1 World.
Not F1 World. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah. I was talking about F1 Life, the couches, the
Oh, yeah.
tables, the paintings, and my supercar being in my living room for whatever reason. Just Andrew Tate Simulator in F1.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have absolutely no battles on track, so we're just gonna
Can you
spectate
imagine
ours.
being able to change shirts or hats or shoes in that matter?
I'm sorry, you disappeared. Go again.
I'm saying that. Can you imagine how important it is to change a hat or a shirt or shoes in the matter?
No idea, mate. Lars, turn 2.
I mean, how can they come in the post-race interview?
Whoops.
Oops, I did it again.
Lars does not seem to enjoy turn 2.
I mean, Lars doesn't seem to enjoy any corner at all.
Yep.
Maybe what?
Absolutely not. It says now it's thundering. Cars in yellow, and that is short. And then we have Dixie in the wall as well.
Ooh. Lars.
Buddy. How?
I mean, okay, I mean, at this point, you're like, what, 1 minute behind? Just,
Would you have
Just-
retired?
no.
Okay, then what are you saying that he should do?
Run.
Run?
Forest, not
Uh,
not the real, I mean, continue.
it's raining. How the fuck did that happen? So, if you want me to break down the course of how it starts to rain, I can do that. But also, yes, the simple answer is that it's, you know,
Negative pressure, positive pressure, clouds,
that's not the simple answer.
evaporation.
The simple answer is that it just started raining. That's all.
Oh. Yeah.
Rohi is 32 seconds behind now, giving me less hope of a battle.
This is Max Verstappen territory right there.
Yep. Absolutely.
As Mercedes domination continues, no?
Yeah.
A bit old.
All I need is one more to DNF and then I'm alright. I'm dead on spot on right.
Ah, that's why you want the Lars at dinner.
No, I never said that. Never said that.
I mean,
You're putting words into my mouth.
Dixie,
What about him?
he spun.
His pun?
Someone's eating.
His teammate is on the other side of the track.
Oh, hi, mate. Like the meme from the Pearl Academy.
Never watched it.
No, it was the car that goes one way and the other way.
Never watched it.
No. Okay. Like, what are you doing here?
No fail closing in on Thomas D though. Thomas D seems to be struggling with something.
Can I make a wild prediction?
We have a battle on our hands. Hold on a minute. We have
Nofel's
something
gonna
else.
spin. I don't know why, I just have the feeling that Nofel is gonna spin. It seems like Thomas D, it's spitting oil behind you. Everyone that has been behind him has spin.
No fail is currently closing in. There is 1.9 seconds to Thomas in front. Thomas seems to struggle a lot with braking. He must have hit a wall or something. We'll have to see how it goes. Last lap will start next lap.
As no
Penultimate
fail
lap.
start. Oh
I'm
no!
right. I'm right.
No, there is still hope.
I am right.
There is still hope for one more.
I was right. You heard it here. I said at least 6 is gonna finish. Where are we at?
Oh no! Right!
No!
Yes!
What?
First time ever, I've said yes for someone did ever.
Thomas up to P2.
Can you imagine like a virtual safety car for or safety car for the last lap? That's Michael Massey territory right there. As no fail.
Oh man.
No fail is really behind him. He's sniffing his gearbox.
Yep. Let's see
He's
how it
smelling
goes.
the fumes.
Which is toxic, by the way. Don't do that.
As Thomas D is lagging.
I don't see any lag from Thomas.
I'm seeing. Yeah.
Nope.
Are you not seeing it now?
Nope.
He's teleporting back and forth.
Oh, that's a bit of a... Why do you have to predict stuff? Stop predicting
Why are you
stuff.
so bad at it?
You're ruining it.
Yeah, but I don't believe that's no fail's fault. Thomas D is actually really teleporting on my screen, so.
We'll have to see. Anyways, we're down to 5 drivers. 5.
Can you imagine Thomas getting disqualified for lag?
We lost 2/3 of our grid. In this
We've lost hope.
There is literally Shark can pause the game and he still finish first.
He can beat.
He can pit 2 times and still finish first.
It's impossible.
It is impossible, but he can. I know that's sort of fighting against what
Now
I
the
just said.
question is, can no fail actually reach Thomas? Because we can still see penalties post race.
We'll have to see. And right as I went on to him, he decided to Tokyo Drift. Do
Why?
DNF people get points? Yes, only if they have completed 90, I think 75% of the race. So, Rohi will get points, Lars will get points, and Jan will get points. But that's
As
about
Dixie now past Roy.
it. Yikes, that's gotta hurt.
And imagine this. Oh, this driver was in pole position. Yo, are they ghosted?
Yep.
Back in there.
Dixie grinding the wall again. So, ladies and gentlemen,
slap.
after the most non-action race, to say the least, Shark crosses the line, 40 seconds ahead of Thomas D. Magnetech finishes P4 because he is lap. And Thomas D just crawling to the finish line in the podium somehow. I don't know how he does it, man. He just manages to.
He just proves Dixie. Come on, you can do it.
You just need to cross the line, man. That's all you need to do.
Has the challenger tier proved that anyone can get on the podium tomorrow also?
Maybe. Thomas D has crossed the line. He's P2. No fail P3.
With 4.4 gap.
And Dixie crosses the line 2 minutes behind the his teammate, but he is P5. So Dixie saying, "I've had a stinker here." So that's your classification, ladies and gents. HR P1, P2, Thomas. P3 is no fail. P4 is Magnetech, and P5 is Dixie. We started off with 15 drivers, by the way.
Yeah.
I just want to point
But that
once upon a time, and there you have it. There's your grid. Thomas literally did a last to first challenge, but came in P2. Anywho,
You failed. What?
he got there somehow though. And now we will go to the interviews.
Race director also, don't forget.
No, I forgot that. Already too late.
Okay, then it's up to me.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
that long, surprising.
Surprisingly, yeah. We do have some, I think, potential interviews to go through. And we are gonna drag David into the com box. And well, what to say? Up and downs and a lot of non-action stuff going on, but at least you finished the race. Unlike the other 10 drivers that did not.
I am disappointed in myself, actually.
I think a lot of people are.
Like,
in themselves, that is.
Yeah, we've seen things no man should have seen.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think you probably saw the pit lane incident, maybe?
Speeding into the pit lane.
No, not that. It wasn't speeding. Actually, I was behind Lars, and Lars was going a bit slower than I would have liked.
Yeah.
And behind me was it again? 1 second. Bowler Tickling Sensei was really coming in hot, and as Lars was braking, I had to brake, and then Sensei crashed into me and was out. I'm so sorry for him, but at this thing I couldn't do anything, and I got a 5-second time penalty for it.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that.
Fortunately, yes. Yeah, we didn't. So.
Otherwise, where are we heading next week?
It will be Spain.
Are you looking forward to it?
With the current cars, yeah, quite a bit actually. It will be interesting, but today's race was honestly horrible. The safety cars were really ruining my fun there.
Yeah, same here, bud. Same here.
Oh shit! I didn't save the replay. Frick.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining the commentary box. We need to get stuff going as quickly as possible here. But yeah.
All good.
See you in Spain. Bye-bye.
See you in Spain. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, we'll drag Thomas D into the com box. Somehow, you're just that dark horse that no one expects to be up there. And somehow you get up there and you finish as P2 after a suboptimal qualifying in P15. Wasn't the best of races for anyone, I think, but walk us through your race.
I think you're talking to Mr. Consistency here. But no jokes. It was a mess up until the rain, to be honest. My game crashed twice in qualifying, so I couldn't get a lap in. So I had to start last. And I think I forgot the setup too. There was like 10 seconds after qualifying to pick the tires and stuff. So
yeah.
Well, that hurts even more. After that, kept driving around P10. I was like, well, if I get any points today, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then the rain came in, and everyone was starting to lose front wings and pit. 5 cars finished, and I'm the second one.
Yeah, definitely. Not the best of races you've had, and definitely not from the other people, but you still managed to grab the second spot, despite being 40 seconds behind. I don't know how that happened.
I can't believe it either.
Yeah, you did it. Good points for Alpine. Next race is Spain. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, to the new section. Yeah, normally Spain is a pain for me, but I hope the new section will give me some more pace.
All right. Well, thank you for joining the commentary box, and we'll see you there.
Thanks for commentating once again.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, next up, expect a bit of a rant here, but
Shark, the win.
No? And I got an illegal overtake for it.
Oh yes, very interesting.
You're in the com box.
I swear, if you put this track on the calendar next season, I will personally lynch you.
Well, surprise, we're putting it on next season.
That's right. I'm not even participating in protests. Not to this track because no one can drive it. Like clearly, no one can
Shark?
drive it.
Shark did it.
The fact
was
that
in
Shark
its
is not
last
reserving
lap.
pro is an entirely different conversation to have. But anyway, right.
He qualified P4 today.
Well, let's just go through the race and go over everything that went wrong because this race was an abomination.
One wish from me, though. Can you keep it
Lap
short?
1 spun by Jan because he did a dumb move up the outside in sector 2 and didn't leave me any space, so I got spun. Then we had 4 safety cars in a row. I don't think DRS was activated until the halfway point of the race. During which point people constantly crashed into the wall, did dumb moves up the inside, pitted about 50,000 times. During that as well, under safety car, Thomas D lagged behind me, getting me a 5-second penalty, which I could do nothing about. Then the rain came down, and I have no idea. I have never had a more painful experience of driving in the wet. Even F122 was better than this.
Lars, one question.
Because I'm running with ABS, I was braking 500 meters early, and the car was just aquaplaning, which it should not physically be able to do with ABS. And literally 2 gears, 100 miles an hour slower, and the car just aquaplanes. So, I don't know.
Aquaplaning and ABS is completely different. But, Katas, go ahead.
I was gonna ask about turn 2.
Turn 2? What?
The runoff, more specifically on turn 2. What happened in this corner? It just seemed to run wide always.
You tell me, because I'm braking. I mean, even if it was doing it on pit exit, I'm literally second gear, coasting up towards it. I never even hit full throttle, and the car just goes wee. So
Weird.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
I keep on turning, I end up in the wall. So, you know.
Well, yeah, Spain is next track. Are you looking forward to it?
Do you know what? I'm not even going to answer your questions anymore because every time you ask me about a track, it never goes the way it should. So I'm convinced you're cursing me at this point. So
All right, don't answer my question. Thank you for.
But if I don't know how you can defend the track whenever, even in the dry, we can't go more than 1 lap without a safety car.
It's
no one was having any fun here. No one enjoyed this race aside from possibly Shark.
This is gonna sound a bit harsh, but it's the drivers, not the track. I think at this point. It is a quite wide track.
Well, then you need to tailor the calendars for the tiers then, because there's a reason we don't run Monaco. There's a reason we don't run most of the street tracks, but for some godforsaken reason, we keep coming back to Baku, and we have the same problem every year, and no one ever changes the calendar, and I still do not know to this day why we race it, because it's just the only place you can overtake is on the back straight. Or maybe do a dive bomb lunge into turn 1, but we've all seen how that goes year on year. We have 5 people crashing in Castle every year, and I can go back to my previous races. It literally is every year. No one can overtake in Sector 2 because it's just a wiggly-woggly section. And yeah, this isn't racing. This is a survival of those who don't fuck up, and it's not racing. So I've made my point very clear about Baku since the start. I think in real life, it's an okay track if the drivers have the skill to do it. I think on games, be it in public lobbies or here, it's a terrible track, and I wish it would burn to the ground, to be quite honest with you.
All right, you heard it here,
I'm not
folks.
even saying that in a jokey way. I genuinely hate this track with a passion.
You
and
heard
the sooner
it
it
here,
gets off
folks.
this calendar, the better. So there you go. You got your interview.
He wants Azerbaijan to burn up. You heard it here, folks. Anyways.
Right. You got your interview, so there you go.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll move Shark into the chat.
The underdog track. Yeah.
I cannot start to explain what happened behind you on track.
I only caught glimpses.
A bit of everything and a bit of nothing. But you managed to drag your car into the first place. You had some close calls, but yeah, you had a solid, consistent race compared to the other people. Everyone seems to hate Baku at this point, but whenever Baku turns up in the calendar, people look forward to it. How is your take?
Oh, I hate the track. By all means, I hate it.
uh, walk us through your race in a quickly
Uh,
matter, if you could.
yeah. Qualifying was okay. I didn't expect to get jumped by Rohi at the end, which was a little annoying. I would have liked to have been behind my teammate. Could have then challenged No Fail at the beginning of the race. Luckily, I kind of expected for a safety car, so we were just staying on top of that and just kind of cycling through that. We knew rain was coming, and I think just very fortunate that um, we did get in on the inters when we did. I don't know what happened between Yan and my teammate, but I did hear that there was a collision, which ended up giving me the lead, which is unfortunate. But things happen, especially on a wet track and Baku. It's like you keep adding it up, and then from there, I just try to like pretty much just nurse the car home. I didn't want to take any damage. I don't think I took any damage, so it was pretty clean.
I'm pretty sure I could do a 4-minute compilation, video compilation of your teammate spinning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't look
He had
great for
damage?
him.
Rear wing, I mean, or underside.
Oh yeah, I did hear that he had rear wing damage.
Yeah,
Uh,
that explains a lot.
it does.
Also, about the safety cars, there were like 2 safety cars, 3 before you pitted. Was that
Yeah.
planned or?
Yeah, I was wanting to wait for the rain, and as the safety cars kept coming in, I knew I could just delay longer and longer to have to pit because I wasn't really doing racing laps on those mediums, so I just kept delaying longer and longer, and then the rain hit. I was like, perfect, time to go.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that, carry over that performance in Spain, and I think you'll be neck and neck with Thomas D, who somehow found P2 for our reason.
He's the goat.
Might be. Anyways, thank you for joining the commenter box, and you'll be glad to hear that the helmet that I made for you is still in the game for me. So
Let's go.
it was in the stream.
Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you for joining the commentary stream, and see you in Spain.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye. And lastly, Rohi. And also we have a little something here after we've done the interviews with Rohi. Rohi,
Hello.
last driver to join the commentary box for a reason, of course. But first of all, walk me through your race.
I mean, in the drive we didn't do any running basically because of the how many safety car happened, and in the wet large DNF, then I just lost focus for a second looking at where he was, so I don't avoid him, but the car just spun and I hit the wall.
You were in P2 at some point, and
Yeah, I was in P2.
yeah.
Comfy.
Thankfully, though, you only need to finish 75% of the race to be classified in the points. So,
P6, right?
yeah, you get the points for P6. So that's at
Oh.
least a positive, somewhat of a positive.
Yeah.
But also, you're here for another reason.
Yeah.
And you might want to walk us through what's happening.
So basically, I have a league that's called WRD, and together we are merging with Power F1 to become a more powerful league.
More powerful league. I like that.
Power.
I should use that as a slogan. And with that, actually, Katachafis, you don't even know about it. You can tune into the stream right now, and we'll have a little something for you to show off. Here you go.
Can you feel that? Yeah. Well, let's go. Time to get it started. This is our moment. Turn the level way up till it's high voltage. We gon' light 'em up, make the world take notice. When the game face on, then it's game over.
Well done. There you have it, folks. So to officially make it official from... Oh, yeah, you're still watching it, but I don't care. As the only running admin for the moment, or owner, I should say, make it official. We are merging with WRD Is it that? I think it is. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I apologize if I got it wrong. But basically, this has been in the talks for a long while between Rohi and Mr. George himself. And sadly, George can't join us to reveal this information as well. But we will upload it on our YouTube as well, so people can watch the little teaser. But basically, the tiers will run parallel to each other, so it won't affect the current
Great.
championship going on, and it won't affect the current WRD championship going on. So it will run as normal, just more staff on it, so we can help Rohi out a bit. And also, we get some new drivers, which is great from both ends.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, from us then in the commentary box, and Rohu being officially the new admin of PF1 as well, since we are merging after all. Welcome to PF1, Rohi. And for the viewers, I say goodbye until next time, which is tomorrow. Lars is commentating for Pro Series in Azerbaijan, Baku.